What's up, puppy people? My name is Lexia and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to be doing something a little bit different in honor of spooky season. That's right, it's October, and that means today we're going to be talking about black cat myths. So basically what I'm going to do is tell you some of the weird, the funny, and just like unbelievable myths that people have about black cats. And then at the very end, I'm going to tell you one ultimate truth that I know about black cats. And I hope you guys enjoy and just find something fun and interesting out of this. So yeah, please keep watching. Right into today's video, I'm going to do a quick little backstory on where black cat myths originated, and then we're going to jump into some of them. I'm only going to cover a couple just because there are so many myths about black cats, guys. If you're really interested, there are some fun Google things, and I think there's a Reddit thread as well about black cat myths. But until then, I'm just going to cover the basics, and then I'm going to give you one really fun fact at the very end of the video. So yeah, getting right into it. Where did the idea of black cats being associated with witches come from? Where the majority of Western culture stories came from to begin with. The ancient Greek society. That's right, your favorite Greek god and goddess who always mess things up, that's Zeus and Hera, are once again the cause for this myth. So, I'm not going to say the names of the people just because I have tried, and I think I'm doing it wrong no matter how I do it. So, I'm just going to display the names of the people I'm talking about other than, obviously, Zeus and Hera. So, getting right into it, you know, Zeus, Hera, happily married couple who mess everything up in the Greek culture. Good for them. But Hera's assistant, who I was going to try and say the name, but I'm not going to, Hera's assistant, right here, was rumored to be sleeping with Hera's husband Zeus, as most of the stories go in Greek culture. Zeus can't keep it in his pants, and that's why they got screwed. Literally and metaphorically, the Greeks, most of their problems came from Zeus. Anyway, as you know, Zeus and Hera married, did all that already. So, Zeus's fling with the assistant ended up to Hera getting angry as she normally does and transforming her assistant, or a handmaid, I think is what the term is called in this myth. Handmaid, assistant, slave, whatever she was called, into a black cat. The assistant then ran to go live with the goddess of witchcraft, whose name is also right here, and then was known as being the helper of witches, which is where black cat and witches associations come from. Now, obviously, no proof that this is real. This is obviously a Greek myth, but it led to myths in today's society of witches and cats, black cats particularly, being associated. So now that you have that backstory, we're going to get right into the main myths. So, myth number one that I think is really interesting, just due to the culture we live in now, I feel like the superstition should be squashed and there's really no need for it anymore. Obviously, in the olden days, it was a little more believable of transfiguration and stuff because there was no science or anything to prove it wasn't real. But the myth that black cats are actually witches who transformed into cats to escape the witch trials. This is obviously one of my favorite myths because it's literally like Harry Potter, the Animunguses, relived. It's great. It's a great myth. But the origination of it obviously comes from the Zeus and Hera story, which I did not know until I did research for this video. Now, again, obviously this is a myth. There's so many sciences that can prove to you that people can't transform into cats or vice versa. It's just one of those things where it's like, oh, that's neat to know that's where that came from. Or similarly, that black cats are spies for or work for witches. Now, witches can be real. There are people who do practice witchcraft, but I don't think all of them specifically seek out a black cat. I know there are black cat enthusiasts. I love black cats. My cat's a black cat. He's wonderful. I'm not a witch, and he's definitely not a spy who can report back to me. So, that myth number one, squashed. Not true, but still interesting. Myth number 2 for you guys is that black cats are bad luck. Black cats can be feisty, but a lot of cats can, not just black cats. Does that mean they're bad luck? Absolutely not. That's like the whole broken mirrors and 7 years of bad luck thing. Yes, it's bad luck if you have a broken mirror because you can cut your hand or, get hurt in the process of it. But that doesn't particularly mean that you're going to have bad luck. I do understand that these superstitions come from years and years and years and years of people ingraining that into your brain. But in today's society, it has been seen, especially around Halloween or full moons, that there are still some terrible people out there who are mean to black cats, particularly on these times of the year, just because they're black cats. Those superstitions aren't real, so there's no need to go out and participate in hurting or eradicating the black cat population. Black cats are beautiful creatures. They don't bring bad luck. You can have bad luck from anything. Don't blame it on a cat, particularly a black cat, just because that's something that's been ingrained into your brain. So yeah, myth number 2, that black cats are bad luck, squashed, not real. Not as interesting as the first myth, just because I think it's really sad that that's been brought into today's society, but that is one of the more common myths that you hear. Okay, myth number 3, particularly related to black cats in Vegas. Sorry, my dog's in the trash. But anyway, myth number 3, particularly related to black cats in Vegas. It is said that, this also relates to the bad luck thing. This is said that if a black cat crosses your path on the way to a casino, you will lose all of your money and you should not gamble. Personally, I feel like casinos take your money anyway, and gambling anyway is a loss of money, so again, I wouldn't pin that on a black cat, but I just found it interesting how in today's society they have related it so closely to the idea of it being blamed on a black cat, that they're like, oh yeah, if you see a black cat and you're on the way to a casino, you're gonna lose. No, you're probably gonna lose at the casino anyway, so don't blame black cats, and I hope black cats are just wandering around Vegas. Probably are, but it's not safe for them. Not safe for the people there either, because black cats carry bad luck apparently. Anyway, moving on. This next myth, opposed to the previous 2, actually says that black cats bring good luck. However, it's not just for the everyday folk. It was believed in the 17 to 1800s that if sailors had black cats on their ship, it would bring good luck and good sailing. However, if the cat jumped off the ship, it was said that your next sailing voyage, your ship would sink. So because of this, a lot of sailors' wives were known to keep black cats and then give them to their husbands on their voyage. So not only would the black cats keep all the rats and stuff off the ship, but apparently it was good luck for them. So as I said, not all black cat stories lead to death and bad luck and, despair and all that. Black cats can actually be good luck, which I believe. I'm not a sailor with a ship, but I do believe they're good luck. Alright, so my 5th and final myth that I'm going to quickly touch base on is not a bad one again. It's a good one, because the ancient Egyptians, as we all know, loved cats. And there was actually a Greek goddess named Basset, I believe I'm saying that right, who was the embodiment of a black cat. Her head was that of a black cat, and she was the goddess of knowledge. So black cats and all cats in ancient Egyptian culture were revered and buried with their owners and, mummified and thought of as elegant creatures who helped a deeper connection with the gods. More particularly, black cats due to the connection with Basset. So again, not a bad myth, and it's not necessarily proven that cats are a deeper connection to God. Not disproven. And, whatever you believe, if you believe any of these myths or not, that's okay. That's on you. But it is interesting how all of these different cultures have these myths that connect to the gods and the black cats and witchcraft and magic and things like that. So that's interesting to me, again, with the ancient Greece the ancient Greeks, the ancient Egyptians, you know, the 17 and 1800 sailors, everyone has heard about black cats at some time in history. Whether it be good or bad, their myths somehow all intertwine and connect. Now, that said, I'm going to go over one final thing that I think is my fact that I want to share with you guys, and then we're going to end the video. So before I end the video, the last thing I want to end on is my fact of the day. And that fact is that black cats have a much lower adoption rate than any other cat species and or color. And it's mainly due to the superstitions attached with them. As sad as that is, and it's incredibly sad, a lot of cats also, mainly black cats, get attacked during, as I said before, Halloween or full moon seasons. And it's really, really heartbreaking that we as a society still believe in these myths. Obviously, they are nothing more than that. They are myths and stories that have been passed down from generation to generation, culture to culture, that they all have one thing in common, and that's that they don't really care for black cats or cat lives in general. Because all cats are similar, whether they're black or not. So I want everyone to take a moment to, if you're at a shelter or if you're somewhere else, just please spread the awareness that black cats are very much like other cats. Their superstitions are not real and they deserve love too. Furthermore, if you have a black cat, please keep it inside during the Halloween season or full moon seasons. My black cat never goes outside just because I do not trust certain aspects of society's views on black cats, such as the myths I have mentioned today. Also, if you know a black cat or have a black cat enthusiast friend, donate to black cat shelters, or, you know, just reach out to them and be like, hey, here's this cute little cat. I understand there are a lot of cats in the world and not everyone can be helped, but these superstitions need to be squashed and all cats need to be cared for the same. So my fact is, black cats are adopted a lot less than other cats, and that black cats should be loved the same as all other cats. So if you enjoyed learning some things about black cats, gonna quickly go back to my normal, not as depressing self. But if you enjoyed learning about the black cat myths today, I know it was a really short video, but in honor of spooky season, I kind of wanted to give a background on where these myths came from and some things about them. Once again, black cats are not bad luck. They do not turn into witches. They might bring you good luck on a ship, and don't know about their relation to God, but it's still an interesting story. Anyway, I hope you guys learned something and loved today's video. Please stay tuned for next week's video, which is going to be why not to declaw your cat. Be ready for that rant because I very firmly believe cats should not be declawed. Anyway, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you liked today's video, please give it a big thumbs up. And as always, you watched the video all the way through already, so why not give it a thumbs up? Anyway, once again, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed and see you next time. Bye!